So now that Citadelle d'Amour has been out for a bit, I think I can say this is one of the best maps in years. I haven't had this much fun in zombies since BO4. And this map finally takes advantage of the mechanical changes to the mode that were introduced in Cold War, along with tons of real, substantial content. Most notably are the 4 elemental swords. Now, there's been a lot of talk about how these things are weak and need a buff. But are they really underpowered? The most important thing to note right off the bat, which I don't think many realize, is that all of the upgraded swords are a one-hit kill on health cap. Yes, around 55 and beyond, they kill normal zombies in one swipe with melee macchiato, which is an interesting thing to note, how they're even better than I initially thought that they were. And we'll get into the right combination of augments for that perk and another in a bit. Next, it's important to see how effective the alternate fire abilities are, and which is the best. At the bottom we have the Fire Sword's Blast, which, while it can kill many zombies when directly impacting them, the radius can be a bit lacking at times and will make crawlers. But the most annoying aspect of the sword's special is that it has explosive damage, which you will need PhD as to not down yourself. By default, this makes this one the least good special. Next, we have the Lightning Sword ability, which acts a bit similar to Dark Flare, but mixed with a Wonder Waff. How, when you hit a zombie, it turns into an electrical conduit. So with this ability, it's best to, once you hit a zombie with it, to move off of that zombie to hit as many to keep the chain of killing going. It can feel a bit awkward, but it is effective. However, the Void Sword special ability is even more effective at killing quickly and protecting yourself from being swarmed, as it basically places down a Gersh device, sucking all nearby zombies into it, killing them instantly. This ability would be the best at killing normal zombies if it wasn't for the annoying aspect where it doesn't seem to activate on uneven surfaces or stairs. Or, most annoying, if zombies are too close to you, it just won't activate. The finicky nature of this special makes it just not as reliable as you'd want it to be. And then we have the Light Sword ability, which is the final ability of the Chakrams of Vengeance from BO4, where a bunch of spinning blades surround you and kill zombies that get close. But, somehow, someway, Treyarch made the same mistake with those here. When the zombies become super sprinters and you run into them with this ability, they can hit you faster than the blades can kill them. This was a very annoying issue with the Chakrams that is unfortunately still here. But it's not as bad, as it won't kill you as long as you don't sprint into the horde, but rather walk into the horde. When you step back and look at it, it's clear why many call the swords a bit underpowered, as all of them have weird quirks that make them challenging to use in certain situations. But what if I were to tell you that all these swords have special properties? Some that can literally break the game in some cases and make them far more useful than you have been led to believe. For one, all of the swords can 4-hit the Doppelgasts. The normal blade can take care of these things rather quickly and effectively. Now, let's talk about the charge hits. Once a sword gets enough kills with its basic attack, it's charged up and ready to use its special. But if you leave the swords charged, you'll get bonus abilities from the normal slashes. Firstly, the Fire Sword's charge hits cause all enemies to be ignited with fire, including the bosses, so it'll do a little bit more damage to them. But most important to note here is that with every enemy being ignited, it gives you fire bonus points each time. So if you keep killing this way, you'll end up with way more points than any other sword. The fire ability also one-hit kills the Doppelgasts, but not the Amalgams. Now, the Lightning Sword can have a chance to stun nearby enemies when it's charged, but most notably, of all the swords, it's the only one that completely melts the Amalgams. And I mean destroys them. So if you have this thing charged and an Amalgam is coming at you, just hit him with the beam and he's done for. This is the best sword, I would say, when it comes to dealing with the bosses. Now, the Void isn't bad though, because its ability can slow down the amalgams a lot while slightly damaging them. You just have to get in and do the rest of the damage yourself. And now we come to the Light Sword. Its ability can kill the Doppelgasts, but fails to do anything to the amalgams. But this sword has a secret power, one that makes it the best one in the game. When the sword is charged, the normal attacks can refill your armor per kill. And now, we need to talk about the augments you need to have. Now, I know many will have been using completely different ones from these, but trust me, give these a shot and you won't regret it. For Juggernog, put on the Reactive Armor Major Augment and the Hardened Plates Minor Augment. Why? Because whenever a plate is broken, it stuns all close by zombies to the player. Why is this important? Well, if you're using a melee-focused wonder weapon and zombies are going to be up close, stunning them when they break your armor is an absolute must-have. But when you combine it with the Light Sword's ability to regen armor, what happens is your plate breaks from the zombies getting too close, then you kill a couple, get the plate right back, and as they keep breaking it, it keeps stunning the zombies in place, making them sitting ducks. But now we come to what brings all this together, and the truth that many have been unwilling to accept. The melee macchiato augments you should be running to make these swords be the best for you. Don't use espresso. Use the vampiric extraction major augment. Every hit, not kill, but hit, refills your health. And of course, you want the stick and move minor augment to backpedal faster than the zombies can run. Being able to get health back on every kill with the swords is incomparable to hitting faster, especially with the swords that aren't the Light Sword and can't give you your armor back. But combine this with that feature, and well, you're basically unkillable. Something that also matters a lot is the amount of kills it takes to charge up the swords, because they are not all the same, and it does balance out for how effective the alternate fires are. It's very surprising that the Light Sword takes 40 kills to charge up. Yes, you heard that right, 40. Which does make sense, as being able to regenerate armor is an invaluable ability. Conversely, the Void Sword takes 30 kills to charge, so you'll be able to get that special activated a bit quicker than the Light. The Lightning Sword takes a mere 25 kills to charge, which is good, as when the amalgams start getting spammed, zapping them with this will be very helpful. But are you ready for this one? The Fire Sword takes only 15 kills to charge. 10 kills less than even the Lightning. So on top of you already getting more points per charged kill, you recharge the Fire Sword fastest of all of them. The swords aren't weak. They aren't underpowered. They're just a very high risk, high reward weapon. And I really hope that these tips and explanations help you get the most out of these things, because I absolutely love melee-based wonder weapons, and it's great to see Treyarch finally embrace that with Citadelle d'Amour.